My husband is in love with his best friend. My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and I'm going to try to help you with this. Usually, this doesn't mean that your husband is gay, but somehow you didn't have enough information, and your husband was, should I say, allowed to have a best friend who is the opposite sex. I strongly advise against this, because how do you avoid an eventual affair? It seems inevitable. But now that you've come this far and you recognize your husband is in love with his best friend, or even your best friend, there's really only one thing that you can do. And you have effectively entered into a competition that you shouldn't have, but rather than see it as a competition, what I'd like you to do is recognize that if your marriage was really happening, this falling in love outside of your marriage never could have happened. So let's go all the way back to the beginning, when you were dating and courting, and you were amazing partners to one another, and you did everything that you could think of to make sure that you were building a good, healthy, happy, and loving relationship. It's what you have to do now. It's really that simple. What happens is we get married thinking it's a destination. We get married and we go, okay, I'm married. And somehow we don't put it together in our heads. Even if you get an article of clothing, it requires maintenance. It has to be hung properly or folded properly. It has to be cleaned or washed, pressed, whatever. Something that's simple requires maintenance. If you get a new painting, you have to keep it clean. Whatever you get, new dishes, they have to be washed. A car has to be clean. The oil has to be checked. Everything in this world requires maintenance. And you know automatically through your experiences what kind of maintenance is required, right? But when we get married, no one talks about this. We just end up getting married. Just take one look at the divorce rate. It's over 50%. And what about the 47% that are intact? How many of those are happy? You have friends, family, not many. And this is why. People don't understand marriage, even at that level. So if your husband is now in love, it means he's re-entering the first stages where all the juice is, the excitement. He's enthralled with a new love. What a marriage has to offer, though, is far better than that. It's this deep, connected love, but you don't have any idea about that. So the first step is to get educated. Typically, the first step would be to get educated, but now, and I'm sorry to tell you this, and as you go through my videos, because you could subscribe, you'll find that I don't always recommend the course that you can get at the Marriage Foundation, because it's not always appropriate. But if your husband is already in love, and you know it, those are two huge steps going towards divorce. Means your marriage is sliding quickly towards divorce. Because you didn't find out about this accidentally. The groundwork is being laid to create a divorce. It's not over, though. This should be seen as a wake-up call. And what you should do, if you're wise, if you're hearing me, is you take the course for women, which will first help you get in control over yourself. It's the first step that we do in the course. so you can control your emotions, control your inner reactions, all the anger, all the resentment, all the fear, all of that can be controlled. You need to learn how. Then you start learning how to reconnect the dots of your marriage. And you can save this. You can save it. 99% of the time, you can save this. Now, we have people who write into our counselors. Just recently, and it's free, someone wrote in to the counselor, and the counselor responded, you absolutely need to take the course. If you don't take the course, you're going to fail. 3 weeks later, the person wrote back and said, I've been reading the book, things were getting better, and then it went south again. And the counselor, another counselor, wrote back and said, you were told. We're a nonprofit foundation. We're not here to sell you something. Nobody gets a bonus or a commission when they direct you to the course. If you need the course, you need the course. But our success rate is ridiculous. It's way over 95%. For this, you have to take the course. So whether you write into the counselor and explain it and go into all the detail or not, you should really consider it. The good news is that the course is guaranteed. So you have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. But falling in love with someone else is falling in love with someone else. It means your husband is not totally occupied with his love for you. And the reason for that, we live in a cause and effect world, is that you have not been doing what's necessary, nor has he, but you're the one, due to circumstances, who's in the position to save the marriage, because he's already on his way out. So I'm sorry to hit you with this. It's no fun to tell you this, but there is good news. The good news is that if you take it as a wake-up call and you get the course for women, you will save your marriage. Really. So that's the good news. I hope you're one of those who heeds this. So I'm going to leave on that note. I don't want to package this as something that is easy, but it is simple. It's something you can do. Blessings to you. We'll pray for you. Blessings to your husband and blessings to your family. God bless.